What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Evolving Minds podcast, where we bring evolving minds together. Oliver Tavares, how are we doing, brother?
My brother Steve, what's up? What's up? What's up?
How's it been? How you been keeping busy during this quarantine?
Bro, I'm going nuts. I was depressed like 2 days ago because I
Yeah.
was like in my house too long. And I was really
Oh,
falling like on depression.
you're getting stir crazy, I see.
Yeah, bro. I was like going crazy and then like boom, I just had to find something to do and that's where the podcast was born.
Hell yeah. All right, so all right, you're starting a podcast, you play baseball at Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yes.
You're D1, low D1.
Yes.
Crazy, man. I played D3 baseball. It's a little different. I mean, like it's like
Same
shit. But anyway, backtrack. Coming to the U.S., you came to the U.S. at 4 years old. Like, tell me how like you had to transition in what ways, because I'd never be able to understand.
Man, I mean, what can I tell you? Where I lived, Dominican Republic, we had an apartment where it was very small. Like my dad would have to get me regular milk instead of like I don't know if it's formula or like baby milk. He couldn't afford it, so it got to a point he couldn't afford it. So that's how I lived in DR. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. And like my dad ended up coming first, and then we ended up coming. And wow. But I'm not gonna tell you it wasn't like I came from like nothing to like a rich boy. I came to live in an apartment in Jericho, New York. Was in an apartment and I saw cereal for the first time. Oh my God, cereal, bro, what?
What'd you have?
Frosted Flakes, baby. First time, oh my God, with milk on it. What?
Yeah, those are probably that old time Frosted Flake with the real high corn fructose syrup and shit.
Bro, I don't even know what it was. I just know it was amazing. And they're like, yo, this is what we eat for breakfast. Like, oh my God.
It's like dessert for breakfast.
But anyways, like it was an apartment. It was a small apartment with like these two random guys. Like it was weird, to be honest. I slept in an air mattress that every day I would wake up with it flattened. So I would wake up on the floor every day. But we only lasted there a couple months, and then we moved to Copiague. And that's where my life really started, because I started going to Copiague Elementary School. And man, at first day, I will never forget that. I walked in there and I didn't know the language, and I just felt like everyone was staring at me. And I was like, oh my God. And right there's where my personality like began, because after that moment, after that like sadness, since I was crying every day, the guidance counselor brought me to her office, and for like a whole 2 weeks, she was like kind of like talking to me, like, all right, we're gonna introduce you to people. And then after that, that's when I started just opening up and being myself.
So something that I am interested in, like you're talking going from the DR to here, and then like you just said, like you felt like everybody was staring at you, right?
Yeah.
So like during that transition, what did like the culture shock? How was like that culture shock? What was different compared to the way that you were living? I mean, this was a while ago, 4 years old, but even when you go back home and you visit family and stuff, like culture between some of your friends that you met in the States versus that. What's the difference there? Night and day? We're all the same. We're all the same shit.
Night and day, bro. I mean, even though we're the same shit, it's just different type of like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like weed is normal, you know what I'm saying? Like kids who smoke is like, I know a lot of kids who smoke who are white and their parents are like cool with it. If I touch like anything, like I'm dead in this house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 20 years old and I still have a curfew. You know what I'm saying? Like I still have like I still text moms. Like I still like, you know what I'm saying? Mom, can I go out here? Even though she's not gonna say no, like I still ask her like, Mom, I'm gonna head out over here. I'm gonna go over here. And it's like, it's just like, it's different because a lot of families like I've seen aren't as close as I grew up. So, it was like.
Yeah, you guys, even when we played on the Jays, I remember you having like that real strong family culture. And not gonna lie, it's kind of something that I picked up, because since I met you, bro, like I used to be an asshole when I was younger to my parents, like, and I don't know how anybody didn't slap me for it. Dead ass. I don't know how anybody didn't slap me for it. And like I saw you, I was like, bro, the way that he treats his parents and his family, and everybody like, bro, I got to reevaluate how the fuck I'm living my life right now. Dead ass.
Not, bro. I just think that's a fact. Like, I just think that like my parents deserve all the respect they deserve. Like
Totally,
they've
bro.
done everything for me. Like I want earrings. To be honest with you, I want earrings. Like I'm dying for earrings, but I won't do it for the simple fact that my parents don't like it.
Yeah,
I could go there and buy myself like some studs and get my earrings and last the whole 2 week process. But why? Why cause that problem when you don't need it right now? So
yeah, that's
definitely,
really,
definitely not doing that.
yeah, that's really facts though. Like your parents are the ones that like brought you up, and like I'm just starting. Honestly, it's like took me long enough, but I'm just starting to realize like bro, it's important to treat your parents right. But like your parents, that bro, I remember going there your deli, right?
Yes, it's
Yo,
still
the what is it called?
Central American Deli. Go
Central American Deli.
boom.
Where's
Still up
that
over
in
there.
Brentwood, right?
Brentwood.
Yo, how you guys doing with that? That's still going on, right? I gotta
Oh
come
my
get. I
God,
gotta
bro.
get some food. I
It's
miss
even
that
better
place.
now. It's even better now because now since the corona, like people, Brentwood, bro, they don't follow rules.
Yeah, no,
They
I know.
don't follow
Come on, I know.
rules. They don't follow rules. So like the fact that like they could kind of like settle down a little bit and go one by one ordering, it's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah, it's a lot
easier to
better, bro. I
control.
miss that food. The
Gotta go.
plantanos that your
We
mom.
out, Steve.
Oh, I love
We
it. I
out,
love it.
Steve. We out. Once this coronavirus is done, we out.
We out there? Hell
We
yeah.
out. Let's do it, bro. We out.
Yo, so like coming up through the ranks, college ball, D1's a little bit different from me. I'm D3. It's more of like a laid back, like it's more of like a how would I put it? It's more like recreational baseball, I gotta say, at like a fake serious level. I have fun with it though. I met like some amazing kids on my team, bro. We're starting to come up. You know what I mean? We're melding together a little bit. How has been your experience like getting recruited, coming to D1? How has been your experience playing like that D1, low D1? Like what are the commodities? I don't even know how it is for you.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like I got pretty far for like the exposure that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no clue what college was. Like I had no idea. And I said this on my podcast prior. I was like, I had no idea what college was. Like I didn't even know there was Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. Like I had no idea. Like you send me to college and I'll go. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to play
Yeah.
ball. But the thing with college baseball is like, it's not like summer ball where your boys are like people you grow up with in Long Island. Like when you go to college ball, it becomes more of a business. And even though we're not getting paid, it's like as much as you love these guys, whatever, it's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people the same talent as you, but not the same mindset as you. So I would consider myself, oh man, I'm not perfect, but I'm a genuine guy. Like I'm a loving guy. So if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you back. Then I realized like a lot of people aren't really nice. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like some
And a lot
some
of people aren't like that. Like a lot of people aren't like that. Like you're
aren't
nice to them.
true.
Nah.
Yeah, aren't true to
There's
themselves. So like,
savages out there, dog.
you know what I'm saying? So I kind of realized like, oh shit, like, but I can't judge that because they come from different parts too. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how they might have grown up, like differently. Like that's their norm and this is my norm. You get what I'm saying? I don't know which
Yeah,
one is right
exactly.
or wrong, but I had to really like that was a culture shock right there because it was like you have people from Cali, from Washington, from like all different parts of like the world in a way, and it's like, oh, like how do you talk to this person? How do you talk to this person? Oh, this person likes to be talked like this, and it's like, but who at the end of the day can I mesh with? And I had a really hard time like finding someone I could really mesh with on my team. To be honest, like really become like boys with. But shout out to my boy Jason Ortiz though. That's my man.
Yeah. So like in your podcast, you said like you had to change your mindset. Like how, because yo, my mindset from coming from high school
It's
ball,
changed, bro.
high
I've seen
school
you in high school.
lifestyle, even yeah, to college. Now we're gonna be seniors in college. How fucking crazy is that?
That's insane, bro. I remember
Like,
like we were on a summer team and we were just talking about girls and I
yeah,
had no idea
girls
about
chasing
that.
around,
You
and
guys
then
were like hella girls, and I'm like, yo,
what up? We just had to show you the ropes, Allie.
you
Coming
had to
from
show me the
you're
ropes.
coming
I
from
was
the
like,
DR. You're rolling with the big dogs now.
I'm like, yo, these guys, bro, that's the best team without a doubt, bro.
Yo, we got
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
god.
seriously, we got it. Yo, I miss all of them. Like Tyler, I haven't talked to Tyler. Yo, I talked to Tyler. I saw him in the mall one time, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He like had a beard. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm in college. I'm home for the weekend." And I'm like, "Yeah." Looking all disheveled and shit.
I love Tyler. I love Dylan. Like, I love their
Yeah,
family. Like, I love your family too. Your mom's always been, oh my God, amazing. Your
yeah,
pops is amazing. You know, it's just, I just love that whole group. Justin, I still touch with Justin and Carlos. Those are my boys. Like, you know,
yeah.
we don't have to talk every day to be boys. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're all
Exactly.
doing
Like
our
I
own
was, it's good to talk to everybody from the past.
thing. It
It's
is,
it
especially,
always good. It reminds you where you came from. You know what I mean? And like, yo, when I'm talking to you, it's like, yo, we came up together, man. That's what it is.
bro. I have a saying that people are like, always like, forget your past. I'm like, no, 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 no. Never forget your
No,
past. Never forget
yo,
your
I
past,
always,
good or bad. Good or
yeah,
bad.
good or bad.
Never.
Yo, I always say like, it's like you got to give the past the appropriate attention. Like it's not like even the fucked up shit, the great shit. It's like, yo, the fucked up shit that happened in your life, it's gonna bring you down throughout your life. But it's like it's given the attention that yeah, like I had to work through that. Just like how extreme successes go in the past. You know what I mean?
100%.
Extreme successes, you can't ride those highs for too long because then you're gonna get complacent and things.
100%.
And that's the
100%.
same thing like moving in the game, like baseball and stuff. As you were like starting to get your feet under you like in college and stuff, how did that mindset shift, like where you're starting to understand like yeah, it's more of a business. uh
Well,
but
I'll finish.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
I would just want to say like high school taught me the most because I came up as a freshman and I wasn't really welcomed. I made 20 errors my first year, and it's not that I got bullied, but you know, it was tough. Like I sucked. Like I really sucked. But instead of like a upperclassman coming up to me and saying like, "Yo, you're 17. You're nah. How old was I? I was 14. Yo, bro, you're 14 playing with 18, 19-year-olds. Like 17, 18. Like, don't worry, bro. Like, just do this. Like, do the third. Like, it was more like I was judged. You get what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I had to figure out a way. Like, I had parents saying, like, this is the Derek Jeter you brought up. Like, what, bro? Like, I'm a kid. Like, I'm not
This is
trying to
Derek,
mess up.
this is Derek Jeter you brought
And
up.
it was tough. But at the end of the day, like, it made me so strong because I had girls coming up to me like, oh, I heard you're just sucking the coach off to be in this position. Like, all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, damn, I haven't even done nothing wrong. But honestly, that taught me so much because after that, like I just grew as a player. Like sophomore year, like I have my awards over there. You know, I just started right there getting awards. And then my senior year was like the end all be all, bro. Like secured a scholarship, won MVP of my league, won O County, won it was like all state, like I don't know, like 10th team, something like that. But it was cool. Like anything
Yeah,
like
you got the recognition you deserved.
yeah, like it was cool. Like for a kid who like had no idea about none of that stuff to get that, like that was pretty cool to me. And I finally like that just motivated me. So when I go to college, it's like I'm getting counted out. That's normal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like all my life I've been counted out. And what I did was since I wasn't getting my shot,
Mhm.
I didn't play very well in the fall, I'll be honest. I didn't deserve my shot in the spring. But when it was springtime, like I wasn't getting any opportunity. And you grow. And I'm like in the moment type of guy. Like I show up. So what I was doing is I was going 20 minutes away to a batting cage and I was hitting off a tee. And all I said was, God, I leave it in your hands. I've done my work. I've done my work. I've got the confidence. Now it's in your hands. And bro, every infielder got hurt. Every single infielder got hurt. And the coach goes, who are we playing now? As I'm right there next to him. Bro, I went off to hit like 380, 360 for the next 15 to 20 games.
Yeah,
And I
that's
didn't,
gotta put a fire under your ass.
bro,
You gotta put a fire.
I embraced it.
Yo, similar story. Right after I was leaving high school baseball, my coach told me because at the end of high school senior year, like my brother passed away and everything. But
Yeah, I was tough.
my coach told me that I am now a liability to the team. Yeah. So after that shit happens, the only thing that's basically getting my mind off of all this bullshit is baseball. He comes up to me, tells me I'm a liability because of it. And like, bro, like my last few months playing high school baseball, it like sucked because all I want to do is play like I have been, and because this happened, like it changed. People think differently of me now, but realistically, that just made me work 10 times harder into the future. And like when I came to college, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be that guy right from the start. I went to college. I came in as a freshman, starting over seniors and stuff like that. It's D3 ball, but I mean,
Who cares?
yeah,
Like,
it's still baseball. And bro, I wanted to ask you that too. The competition level. What is it's hard. Like, what do you like at the plate? What are you facing usually? Like 90, 91? That's average? No way.
yeah, no, it's average.
Yeah.
88 to 91, 91. Like, bro, I have stories, man. I mean, like when that fire lit under my ass, bro, I was like, people like I have a kid who's really good, Brandon Seltzer. I think he's one of the most amazing players I've watched. And he went up to me and was like, bro, I talked to him recently. He was like a year ago, actually. He was like, bro, I thought you were taking steroids.
I thought
Because
you were taking steroids too.
he
You
goes,
fucking
bro,
blew up.
it was insane how much you blew up. Like, I came in at 175, 180 and ended off the year at 220. I don't know.
You're fucking 6'3" too.
And like, and it was just like, I just shot up. Like, I don't know, over that spring break, I don't know what happened to me. And all of a sudden, I'm hitting balls to like the track, like I'm just playing well. And like, it was such a shock to everybody because everybody thought like, oh, it's just a fluke. But in my head, it's like, no, bro, like, no offense. I won MVP last year. I do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like this. Like, I focus to this. And then, like, they started seeing me go to the batting cage, like, late at night. But I guess they weren't noticing that I was there. And they're like, Ali, you come here? I'm like, I've been coming here for weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just, that was fun. And to be honest with you, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. God works in mysterious ways because that was basically the last year of baseball that I ever had. I won Rookie of the Year that year for my baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
A kid that wasn't even like supposed to play. So that was basically the last year of my baseball career because
everything that's been happening, and that did happen, man.
then everything just
Fucking, that's like that motivation though. Like you gotta believe yourself. Like you can put all the work in and stuff like that, but until you believe yourself, like you ain't going anywhere. And you put it out into the universe. God was on your side.
I just think that like everything in life is like a chapter, right? So when I came to the United States, like learning the language was another chapter. It was a chapter in my book. That was the start of my book. And like elementary school, I ended off winning every award there was to man. Like I won so many awards, that was crazy. My parents started crying because it was like insane because I had grown. So when I
Yeah.
went to middle school, I was kind of like a little like shaky. Like I've struggled in baseball. Like I couldn't really find myself. So in middle school, I struggled. In high school was when like I started again to rebuild myself. And I peaked that summer of my senior year because everything that I wanted to go well went well. Like got it, like did it, like had the best time of my life, had everything going for myself. Like everything was great. Like freshman year came, like that was the peak. Everything was good. Won my starting spot, had a healthy and amazing relationship, had everything going for me. It was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was going well.
Yeah.
And I peaked. That was my peak right there because then it went, wow, and just dropped.
So tell me about that when like shit started going downhill and then like coming into college, you finally start getting your feet on solid ground, and then you ended up having a heart attack. What happened with that? What happened with that? Because I wanted to text you when all that was happening, but I figured you were been in the hospital. Your parents are worried
I had
about
like
you.
200 messages, bro.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I heard about it. So can you just like tell me like what I don't even know. Like this is the first time I'm really hearing about it from you.
So first of all, like before I even get to that story, that season I was so focused on like I'm gonna teach everybody that I'm not a fluke, that I would wake up at 6 a.m. every day and drive up to Wayne, New Jersey. That's like 20, 30 minutes from Teaneck. And I would go and I would drive up there and I would work out with my personal trainer, and I would work out with some minor league guys, some MLB guys like Wilmer Defoe was there too, and work out with them. And I was getting crazy shape, but it was a lot on my body, bro, because I was up from 6, then I had practice, I had this, I had the third, I had so many things going on, and I just overworked myself, and I just feel like stressed. Like I really care. I'm a person that really cares. Like, I invest in everything I do. So I
Mm.
really care. And on December 10th, like, my heart just basically, like, stopped. So I was walking up the stairs for a class, and I opened up the door, and I just dropped. So I was holding the door for a kid, and the kid was like, "Oh, God, okay." And I started running for help because I just dropped. Like, imagine my big-ass 225 at the
Yeah.
time. Just drop, boom. All you heard was boom. And these are the stories I'm telling you that I've heard from people that told me. So people started running. He started running for help and running for help. And he ended up getting the business department, and they started running up to nurses. But guess how much time is going on during this? They're running up trying to get nurses. And there was a nurse walking by, saw me on the ground. And she was like, "That's weird." And
Holy shit.
she went into class, and her heart was like, "I gotta go see, like, check down this kid." She walked towards me. Just think how much time is going on during this. She walked towards me, and she saw me blue. And the first thing she saw was someone put the book bag under my head. So she took that off and started giving me CPR. And the nurses came down, like the professors that teach nursing, came down and were like, "Yo, he has no pulse. Like, he has no pulse." Like, they started doing, like, boom, and the ambulance got there, and they kept shocking me. Supposedly, I got 15 to 25 shocks.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was
Dog,
thinking,
you were out.
out, bro. I
Out.
was gone, bro. Like, we're talking about, like, they
Oh
could have
my
just gave
God.
up any minute. And it was just 15 to 20 shocks. Boom. Like, and bro, they put me in an induced coma because they got me to, like, show some signs. Like, I would be like, I just open up my eyes
Yeah,
a
you
little
were
bit.
in and out.
In and out. And they put me in induced coma, bro. And I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Right before I opened up my eyes, like, I saw my grandpa who had died 10 years ago. And you don't need to believe this. I don't care who wants to believe this. This is what happened to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw my grandpa who died 10 years ago. And I said, what are you doing? And he was smiling. And he said, "Don't worry about it. You'll be okay." And he walked away. I opened up my eyes and I saw it. So backtrack on that. The more I've grown and thought about that situation, I really think I was in heaven, bro. And he was
You were
walking
at the
me,
gates.
and he was walking me down, going, "No, no,
Nah,
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. It's too early." He was telling me what I was gonna do in my life, because he's like that. My grandpa's a jokester. He was telling me what am I doing in my life, and he goes, "The funny part is you're not gonna remember this." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. You're gonna be okay." Then he left. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes so much sense. So my dad said that the night before he saw a big shadow in my room, just walk away. And bro, it's like I'm a miracle. Without a doubt, I'm a miracle.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you had like such a powerful experience. I've never had anything like that, dog.
Bro,
And
that was
like trying to make somebody a believer, you could be.
bro, it's just I don't even care if you believe in anything or a higher power. That's just supposed to show you that, like, there's something. I don't know. I feel
That's
like that means
organic.
there's something out there. Like, when we die,
Yeah.
like, something does happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? Like, it's my time to really, like, make an impact.
Yeah.
And
So like that, yeah, with like that like second chance, like this kind of like mental shift that you had like before you're worried about baseball and what school you're going, you didn't really know, you're trying to figure it out, and like now after the second chance, um, where are you starting to find like what about life are you starting to find that's like most important, like, and having this growth mindset? Did your growth mindset happen after this whole experience?
I've always been positive. I've always been a positive guy,
Yeah, yeah.
smiling guy.
Oh, of course, I know.
I've
You
always
got a
been that.
beautiful smile.
Always been like that. Always been positive. Always want to, like, make people smile. But I got to admit, I realized that I enjoy every second of my life. Every second that I'm not doing anything means, like, just says to me that I'm wasting my time. You get what I'm saying? Like, me in this quarantine was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I could only run so many times. I can only work out so many times. What can I do?
That's me
And,
too,
like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? The podcast came off that because one day it just came out of nowhere. I built it 2 days ago. Built it, boom, made that account, boom, shut it up, made my first video last night. Because it's just like, let's impact, bro. Like, I feel like my grandpa like told me, you know what I'm saying? What he told me, I'm thinking I'm gonna be someone important in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say this though. Think about this. It's so easy to hear A-Rod or The Rock say like I invest here, I do real estate here, I do that. Like no shit. Like that's dope.
Yeah, you got money to work. You got money to make
No,
money.
but what happens? Isn't it dope to hear someone your age with a different mindset that wants to go there? Like, don't
Exactly.
you want to be accompanied by like people that want to go to the same place?
Even just hear what kids your age are looking to do, how they're starting to figure out this whole path. And even sometimes it's even hard finding inspiration at this age because it's so easy for us to, like, you see people go to West Virginia, you see people go to Alabama or Albany, and they go there and they live that like party lifestyle and stuff like that. And
Is it,
I'm not saying that that's bad,
no,
but
it's
it's
not.
like as we're getting older, it's important to find a path and to have some sort of growth mindset and to see a direction you're going to and a goal, and to also surround yourself with other individuals like that have that kind of growth mindset and they're looking to get the best out of life for themselves.
Not that's 100% true. It's just make the best out of every second. Like if you lose me as a friend, as a whatever, lose me in general. Like you could say whatever you want. You could say his penis is little. Like you could say whatever you want. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you could hit
Yeah.
anything. You could say anything you want. But at the end of the day, you can't say he wasn't caring, he wasn't loving, he wasn't giving it his all.
Yeah.
Because I invest in everything I do.
Same.
Like if you want to hit me like down and dirty and say that my breath smells, like all right, like if that's all you have to say about me, I did my job.
Yeah. Because dude, same with me. Like both of us, we're everything that we end up doing in our lives, like we put 100% passion into
100%
it.
always.
Because what's the point of doing it if you're not?
If you're not,
And like there's people out there that don't want to see you pass them, right?
of course.
So like they're gonna use that shit like, oh, your breath smells, you got a small dick,
Yeah,
like they're
facts.
gonna use that shit to try to bring you down. But it's like Jay-Z said it. He's like, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking past you. And it's at that point I'm putting my passion, my time, my investments into myself and the things that I'm interested in.
It's a fact.
It's a
And
fact.
that's 100%. Like you just
So what? So like this podcast, what do you like? How are you starting to invest your time now? What are you getting into?
growth, bro. Like just
Growth.
people our age who wants to grow. Like if you hear someone on my show or like say something positive, you could text me and I will respond to your DM. I'm no one. Like I'm no one trying to become a somebody. And not even a somebody to be cocky or anything, somebody to impact. My story needs to be heard. And I feel like this is the best way. And just the crazy part about it is everything's falling into place. Like it's meant to be. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a finance major in school.
Definitely.
And I may not be the smartest mathematician ever, but I have so much confidence and I love the competition that comes with finance. And I just feed off that. And like, I just really think that I'm a really good communicator and I can express my feelings very well. And I have a lot of emotional IQ. Like I understand
Yeah.
myself. Like I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. You get what I'm saying? So that'd be dope to put it out there with that confidence that maybe kids are lacking or maybe hear that spark. Like I had Cam Jordan last night. I recorded that video. It's coming up tonight. And Cam was, what? One of the things Cam said to me was right off one of the beginning of the video goes, Ali, can I tell you something? I was like, what's up? Cam Jordan, a wide receiver of Syracuse, goes, bro, I admire you. Like, you are one of the reasons that I do what I do. And, bro, like, what? Like, that's so weird. Like, different. Like, whoa. Like, it caught me so off guard. He's like, Ali, like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. You know how many times I've wanted to quit in a workout and I think about you, bro? And I think about you. Like, you know how crazy
Powerful, bro.
how powerful that feels? Like, I have a lot of people, bro. I'll be honest with you, like you could judge my podcast. You could be like, you could say whatever you want, but once again, you cannot say that I'm not being genuine. I'm not doing
Exactly.
that. I'm not bringing in the right. Like I'm not having genuine conversations. Like kids who were in my position, like have no idea what college, who I see podcasts now and have a way better clue now of what to do. And they could text me, they could hit me up, and we could talk. Like that's what I want to do. I want to impact the world now.
Exactly.
Damn.
And have just start that conversation with people. Like, bro, like even to me, you've been an inspiration because you are one of those people that I look like, and you are that I look like, nah, that I look that I look at,
Good
and I'm
looking. We're
like,
good looking, Steve. We're
we're
good
good
looking.
looking, we're good looking. Look at
Come
this.
on now. Come on, Steve. You know that.
No, but no, like you're really somebody that I look at, and I'm like, bro, this is a genuine person, and I'm trying to find that I guess yeah, I guess you can say like personality and just be like genuine with who I'm bringing to the table. And because I know what I am deep in, I know what I am,
Of course.
but it's like coming out of your shell. It's like me and you, we're starting to come out of our shell. You've been your genuine person. Like, bro, I'm putting my passions where I see fit. And like, that's what life is about, man. It's about being genuine and bringing your best foot forward and bringing other people up with you. And bro, same thing that I'm doing with this podcast. I'm trying to get it started. I've had one in the past. I've been playing around with it. But bro, I really want this to just be like a platform for people to find knowledge, find inspiration, and to really come together to boost themselves up and grow in this changing world. Because that's what we're trying to do, man.
It's just that's how it is, bro. It's just about like kids our age, like making an impact. How can that hurt? You get what I'm saying? Would you rather us put YouTube videos smoking? Would you rather that? Like,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? It's like if you're a smoker, hey, all power to you. If that's what you mean, hey, do what you got to do. But one thing I would say is, as much as I like speak about myself highly, I am not perfect. I admit that I am not perfect. I know I fail in a lot of things. I know I'm not sometimes the greatest person, but if you ever speak to me, like it'll never hurt. If you get cut off, you get cut off. I'm sorry. It's tough for me to like, you
Exactly.
know, it's just how I feel. Um, but I'm not perfect. Like I refuse to be perfect, and that's why that drives me. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay with being imperfect. Like you know how cool it is, bro, to like have on the show like kids from like colleges that are getting interviewed that aren't really like big time yet, like talk about how they got there. Like there's little kids like they're gonna watch that and like really like dope.
I,
Even though I
it's
curse sometimes though, but it is what it is.
It's right. It's basically like taking us, like we're the next step to the next generation,
Of
basically.
course, of
And it's
course.
taking that knowledge about starting the conversation and having it available. And what you were saying before, like I speak very highly of myself, but I'm also like you're also like real humble. You're one of the most humble people I know. And bro, like that's what I try to have that for myself. Like I try to speak highly, but I also really stress like being humble because it doesn't matter what you think about yourself, or it doesn't matter what other people say about you. It's all about that internal talk, and like what you have to make sure that your talk about yourself is louder than other people's and stuff like that. And you got to make sure that the self-talk is of the highest standards, like you say. It's not about you gloating or something like that, but you have to think highly of yourself because bro, you've done some pretty insane shit, like bro, like D1 athlete, you went through the experience of having a heart attack, like this whole second chance, man, like that. Like I can't imagine going through something like that. And bro, you've came from came from it, you know what I mean? And like bro, we're all trying to find our path and stuff. Uh and yeah, it's just amazing coming up and speaking to other kids like
Of
our age and
course.
like you as we're coming up in the world.
Man, you're the sum of the five people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the energy you bring out, you receive, bro. It's just
You're a sum
people
of your environment.
100%. If people always talk about karma, like you'll get karma. Yeah, you're right. If you do things bad, you'll get karma. But if you do things good, you'll get, I don't know what it's called, but you'll get paid by the universe. Like, you know what
I
I'm
think it's
saying?
called Dharma,
Like
right?
you'll get
Dharma or
dharma.
karma.
You'll get
I don't
dharma.
know.
You get what I'm saying? Like you'll get dharma. Like what I'm doing right now is like positive. What am I doing to hurt you? Like how am I hurting your feelings in any way? What am I
Exactly.
doing? If it really bothers you that like I made a podcast, don't listen. You get what I'm saying? Like don't listen to it. That's
Yeah, I'm
okay.
not telling people to don't listen to it. Listen
I'm
if you
not doing
like
it
it.
for you. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for anybody, but I'm putting it out there and I want people to watch. And
Yeah,
that's cool. If you don't like it and you don't see it's for you, then it's not for you. What am I supposed to do? What do you want me
yeah,
to do? You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like the good thing about the podcast is that you could see that I'm not making any money out of it. So you can't even say
bro.
he's trying to make money from it. Like you don't make money unless you blow up.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just be like a positive outlet, create something positive for everybody. So like you're talking about growing and having this humble but extravagant feeling about yourself. Where do you say like you're looking to go? Like if you were to picture success in your life, what does success look like?
Success for me would look like I want to become a financial advisor, and I want to, obviously advise people and grow people's wealth and become successful through there. Obviously, I want to become a millionaire, and that's just my goal. But I want to become a millionaire for the reason of I want to give back.
Yeah.
I want to become that millionaire that actually shows up to a community and like puts like a tutoring center for kids. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Low for profit, no, free tutoring center for kids. Like get fundraisers or something to pay for that tutoring. Like everything just to give back to the community. Start little like a boys and girls club. I think that's amazing. Honestly, I've volunteered there. Like a
Yeah.
boys and girls club here, and like more of them. Like that's so cool to me. Like it's just things that are just gonna help even more and grow in positivity. I don't know. I just love it. I really do. That's
Mhm.
my goal is. So
So
that's what
like
is a success.
so as you're approaching there, what steps are you starting to take like to try to take it a step forward every day? Like you started this podcast.
I started reading.
Uh you started reading.
I started reading. My Dominican ass is reading,
I
and
started reading too, man. It's fucking
I
amazing.
started reading. And I Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think You Grow Rich. Two of my books that I've read, and just
Yo,
like
literally I just finished reading those myself. You gotta go read 10X by Grant Cardone and what's another Dancing with the Devil by no. Yeah, it's something like that. Dancing with the Devil or something. You gotta look it up. Great fucking books though.
it's just reading because nothing like the more I read, the more I realize that in a book is everything you need to know about life. Like when you read and you sit there and you analyze, like I read a book and it takes me months because I read and I analyze. Think You Grow Rich, you can't read and like think you're gonna know it all. You
No.
have to take your time when you read that book and you have to put into place. Like I didn't know in Rich Dad Poor Dad what make money make money work for you. I didn't understand that until I played GTA Grand Theft Auto in my PlayStation, right? And all of a sudden, I'm paying for my supplies, and without doing any work, I'm making more money, having fun, and paying for things, and it's just coming back because I don't need to work anymore. And like that's just things that you're like, oh, that's what man making money is.
That's what making money is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's I didn't understand that. And it's just like I had to think about it. Like, what does that mean? Money making money? Like, what are you saying? It's just saying that like your money now you just pay for whatever you're trying to do, and it just creates that money and that wealth. Like
Yeah.
it's
It's like
just
compounding effect. It's like making small investments every couple months. At the end of 10 years, you might have like a couple $1,000,000 in investments,
it's a fact.
stuff like that.
It's a fact. Yeah.
Um,
I just
so like public speaking and stuff like that. You're starting this podcast. You had that speech that I watched, and like, bro, it honestly almost brought me to tears. My mother watched it. It almost brought my mother's. I think it did bring my mother to tears. But like, what have you taken from that? Like, did that really spark your interest in even considering like a podcast or public speaking or?
I would lie to you if I said no. So obviously it did. I remember being offered for that speech, and I was like, "What can I say? What can I say?"
It
And
was
I said,
that was the first pitch speak, right?
first pitch dinner. Yeah,
First pitch dinner.
that was. I told you that was like the day I won Rookie of the Year for my team.
Yeah, yeah, they gave you all the awards and
Yeah, won me Rookie of the Year for the team. So I said to my coach, like, like, can I speak out? And he's like, yeah, for sure, because so many people prayed for me. So many people like put their genuine heart because they felt that pain with me.
mm-hmm.
And the best way for me to thank them for it was that way. So every person that like prayed for me, I sent that video to. Like I just told them like, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? And I just said it straight from the heart. And that confidence that I had public speaking, I said, I
That's
have
just you
something
though.
here. I
That's you
have
coming
something
out.
here. Yeah. Like I have something here. And I feel comfortable in front of a camera and I'm willing to grow. And the thing is, bro, that gets me so mad is unfortunately, like I've never been super smart, But I learned how to study recently, and like I've been doing a lot better with school, and like I've lost opportunities for internships because of my grades. Like, oh, you're not fit because you only have a 3.0, a 3.1 now. You only have a 3.1. I'm like, damn, like you need a 3.3 to be in this internship, and it's like, you know, you got to just grow and like, all right, like, what do I do? And it's just like, I want to give you no excuse. So if an employer, if a boss ever wants to say, who are you? I say, go to my podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Go to my podcast.
Go to my podcast.
This is what I'm about.
Call me back in a week and let me know what you think.
That's how I'm trying to be. It's like simple. That's where I feel like the misconception with social media is, you know what I mean? Like everybody's posting what they got, who they're with and stuff like that. Like put what you're about on there. Like bring some value. Tell people what you think about and stuff like that.
Bro, you know how many people I swipe up on their stories? I'm sorry for cutting you off. That I'm like, I want to let you know I admire you. As weird as that sounds, because
I swipe up on some people that. What's the hurt? Me telling them like, yo, you're an inspiration, because that's just gonna make them like propel themselves.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better about themselves.
How hard is it? Like girls, girls sometimes think, oh my god, he hitting me up to talk. No. I'm just saying, like, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working out. Like, that's dope. Like, if you think I'm flirting,
I'm not trying to hit on you all the time. I'm saying, like, yo, you got something going on. Keep doing you.
Because at the end of the day, bro, like, we could even get. Sorry, go. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, go. I know what I'm gonna say.
Go. I was gonna go on to another thing, like planning and stuff like that. Ask you how you're planning. So.
I'm planning.
Yeah, like how, like. Okay,
how do I
as
plan?
you're like you said, you're studying. You're starting to study a little bit more, read, and like, do you like plan your time out? How did you get better at studying and stuff like that?
I learned that it's the same thing as practice. I can't pass the test if I look at it once.
Consistency, it's a lot.
I can't hit 300 if I'm only hitting once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta review the material. I gotta learn it. I gotta know this stuff. I gotta like learn it. Like, that's the problem with like college. It's so easy to cheat in a way. If you find a way, you could cheat, but it's like, if you gotta learn this info, bro, like you need to know this. Like, it doesn't hurt to know it. No one could take this away from you, the brain.
Exactly.
Warren Buffett said it. He goes, the biggest power you have is your brain. Like, if I gave you a car right now, you could only get one car. This is one of the things I love about Warren Buffett. He goes, if I gave you one car, whatever car you wanted your whole life, that's the only car you'll get your whole life. How would you treat it? Like cleaning it every day, you would be doing it. It's the same thing with your brain, bro. Same thing with your brain.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of reflection too, because a lot of people don't put that time into like their studies or like even themselves, and sometimes it gets to a point where like you start thinking that you're shit because you've been treating yourself like shit. Like people gotta start working out. Like, you know, me and you, like we get in the gym, like there's nothing like completing like a difficult ass workout, you know what I mean? Like to push
100%.
yourself and to have that resiliency.
100%.
Like, yo, working on yourself in that way, it just provides resiliency in the rest of your life. So like when things do go tough, starting a podcast, writing a book, or trying to get a job, it doesn't matter.
That's one of my goals too, is to write a book later on.
Yo, I'm trying to write a book too, my guy. We got
I want to be like, I want to be there first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But keep going. Sorry.
yeah. Gotta get there first, you know.
Facts. Gotta get there.
But that's what it is. It's bringing that resiliency that from baseball and stuff. Just like how you said, it takes consistently hitting every single day to get 300, not just hitting once a week to get to hit 300. It's the consistency every single day, and like what do you do like consistently every day to stay ahead? Like, do you read 10 pages a day? Or I know for myself, I've been trying to like write a blog, just like creatively write a blog, just like get some thoughts out and like start creating something. I've been reading like at least 10 or 20 pages a day. What have you been doing?
Just honestly, creativity, anything I could think about. I deleted social media. I got back on. Sorry, oof. Just because I needed to promote the podcast, but I got on social media for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's the only reason I use social media, bro. Just to put out what I'm putting out, man.
And I saw I lost like 200 followers. I was like, damn.
You lost 200 followers?
Yeah, I saw like I had like a follow track, and I was like, some people follow me. I thought they were my friends. I was like, wow, that hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, that hurt. But anyway, so I just like, just got back on there, and I don't know, bro. It's just honestly like I just be productive. Like when I run, I listen to music. I don't know. And when I read, like
what I like, I've been doing those audio books, man. You go on a run, put an audio book in, a good one, maybe a book.
I heard about that, but I don't know. I feel like reading it helps me also with my vocabulary, because I struggled a little bit with maybe not sounding like a little like hood rat in a way. So by reading helps me.
When you think about it, everybody our age is just practicing talking. We talk like we're idiots.
Exactly. So
it's like that hood slang. It's like that slang we got. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. So like, I just want to be able to speak professionally. I have no reason to be like, oh, this guy's not ready. I'm mature, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll be honest with you 100%. With the mindset I have, the mindset you have, there's no reason why we can't be successful. There's no reason. How?
No reason.
There's no reason. The problem is success doesn't come overnight, and we need to understand that.
And the thing about it, it also takes consistency. Like it doesn't happen overnight. So we can't expect like, all right, we've been doing a podcast. You've been doing your podcast for a few weeks or a month or 2 months. Like you can't expect it to just be like, yo.
You can't.
Thousands and thousands of viewers and downloads and stuff like that. No, it takes time. You know what I mean?
And it takes networking too. Like a lot of my friends like have reached out like. These kids that play 2K, one of my friends like was talking to them. They were like, "I'm so down." Like, it's just like, who doesn't want to get interviewed and tell their story? Like, it's rare.
It's
like
what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to make something. Let's fucking collab, bro.
I understand. I understand if you're like a big time star and you're like, "Damn, I'm bringing more to the table than you are." But if we're all in the same route, like when they Google you up, you're gonna come up. You gotta understand, because the title is called your name. Like,
yeah.
We're basically putting light on you guys, your story, because we already put our story with the introduction, who we are. Yeah. We did it already. Now we want to hear you guys, and we want to bring more to that to the table. Yeah. Like everyone has different perspectives. I'm not right, neither are you. But with multiple people, that gets a formula in the middle that averages out.
We learn. That's all about learning, collaborating, growing.
Love, giving love, spreading love, like spreading just
exactly. Yo, and that's what it is. Like you said you lost 200 followers, and it's like what am I really doing here? I'm just trying to spread positivity and knowledge. I'm trying to help other people grow, inspire other people, and like, listen, if you don't want to watch, that's fine. But like, what I'm trying to do is just attract other like-minded individuals, because that's what it is. It's about collaborating with guys like you and I.
Listen, half the people on social media that I have, I'll never see in my life. So if I DM you a video of my vlog and you don't respond, like
I don't give a shit.
Like you never know, because that one person that does like see that and it impacts them, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Like
I'd rather have every single person unfollow me, and like maybe a few people stick around that actually care about what I say, because that means what I'm producing is actually having an impact on somebody's life. I'm not doing this just to put it out there and annoy people and clickbait. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. The point is attracting those people that want to be that have that attraction, that want to be there.
Do you know how much we're going to grow speaking to? Like, we're going to become comfortable speaking to a camera. So we're going to be more comfortable with public speaking. It's just going to be something normal. It's just, we're developing ourselves. So even if no one listens, it's a therapeutic thing.
Yeah. Kids our age don't even sit here and talk like this. Everybody's in their phone.
I FaceTime. I text hey, can I FaceTime? Like, I don't even like texting. Like, I'm a FaceTime guy. I'm just a FaceTime guy. Like, at the end of the day, if I die tomorrow, bro, like, that's how I think. Like, if I die tomorrow, like, I did everything I possibly could that day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And everybody tells you, like, try everything out when you're young. Bro, you don't want to try out heroin and weed and all that. Why don't you try different things like mowing lawns or like making a podcast, making money the right way? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, people like, try this when you're young because you're going to miss it when you get older. No. That's the wrong thing to do. Why don't you – well, one of my friends, man, I got to admit, after this corona thing, he started his own, like, car washing. And he shows up to people's houses and he's washing cars. I'm like, that's what you need to do. Like, that's so smart.
Same with my boy. My boy, Matt Mitchell. Shout out Matt Mitchell. He's on the soccer team back in my school. Bro, like he started at while we were at school. Like he started doing the same thing, washing cars. He brought the same business back home. Bro, I'm like freelancing work out here. I started door dashing, the Instacart. I started giving haircuts to people just to make some like side money so like I can invest because right now I don't have that much money to work with, and two, I got my time. I got to invest my time into places that will either make me money or something that I'm pursuing my passions with. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this podcast. You're doing with your podcast. It's getting that word out.
The thing is, you got to do – I'll finish.
Go ahead.
You got to do things that passionate you. Like,
passionate about.
You got to do things that just make you happy because money's going to come with things you do happy. Like, it's just going to – you're going to fail. Like, if I gave the podcast 2 years to see how I feel. 2 full years of content, of providing towards it, of laughter, people, whatever they want to do. 2 years to see how it grows. And if 2 years I did it and I don't like it, I did it. It's still up there. I hope there's not going to be no controversial.
It's still something I put passion into.
It's something I like. It's basically my business. I just started a business basically.
Exactly.
It's like when you buy a stock. It's like the same thing when you buy a stock. I mean, that's a whole different combo.
Yeah, that's exactly how I look at it, man. Podcast, even baseball, school. You just got to look at yourself as a business. Like, if you expect any business –
you're a brand.
Yeah, you're a brand. If you expect any business to grow and become successful, you got to treat it appropriately. You got to put in the time. You got to reflect what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, how you can improve. Same thing. And it just takes time of figuring this shit out.
It takes time, and you got to be okay with that bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know what works for you if you don't try it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to smoke pot to see if you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you instead go to a McDonald's and see if you like it? Why don't you drop out of school, go to McDonald's, see if you like it? Why don't you take a break from school and see if you really like school? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you decide, it's okay. Like, that's the thing about my podcast. Like,
About trying
I guess introduction kind of seemed like it was about college, stuff like that. It's not really about college. It's about what you're doing with your life, like positive people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we are doing. Like, you don't need to go to college to be successful. That's just a fact. But if you don't go to college, what is your plan? I want to hear it. Because that's really intriguing to me that you're really, like, starting your career pretty early as an entrepreneur, which is amazing. And that's just things that you learn, bro. And just connect.
It's like adding things on your resume and shit like that.
You want to hear something crazy, bro? My first introduction, Sal, the man I do it with, his mom watched the video and told me, send me your resume. Because she works for, like, a really big firm. And she was like, I love the way you speak. And saw that, she goes, like, if you bring up your grades a little bit more, I could definitely like help you out, stuff like that. Like, and she was like telling, like, even if it doesn't like go anywhere, the fact that a professional woman, someone who's like stable and succeeding in life, tells that to me, I am doing something right. The first episode was a success.
It was, dude. I gotta tell you, your first episode was a success. Definitely, dog. It definitely. You guys definitely have a good plan with it all.
You know, and it's not about like bringing anything down. It's just nothing about being genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna grow, bro. We're growing. Like,
the only way to grow too is to try different things. Like, even like you said, even if something doesn't go anywhere, I'd rather try to juggle it and try to make it work. And then if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Jose Reyes' agent DM'd me the minute I posted the video and said, "Sign me up. I want to interview." Like, what? Like,
yo, that's amazing, though.
That's dope. Like, that's like, I don't care that. Keep the hate over there. Like, my friend I just texted, was telling me like, was like, hey, like, maybe you should post it on Instagram. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest. But she's like, but low key, you might get a lot of haters and stuff like that. And like, I'm like, I don't care. It's not for the haters. Like, unfollow me. I'll follow. Like, I'm not doing haters. Yeah. Just the fact that I can get 3 people to say, yo, that was dope, that means the world to me. That means the absolute world to me. Because if I can impact 3 people, it keeps doubling, bro. They keep telling their friends. They keep telling this person. They keep telling that person. Like, I can't wait to get a phone call or get a text message from a kid who graduates, who, like, pushes through and goes, Ali, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. The podcast, like just you in general, motivated me. Like that motivated me. Like that's what I do it for. I am passionate and I'm willing to do it young. Why do we gotta wait till we're older? Why?
No.
Why?
Stop putting that work in now, and and
Why?
right now is where it really counts.
Exactly.
These are like it's like the prep. It's like spring training before the season starts. Because once we really get out of these next few years, like that's when really life starts taking over, and we're starting to prepare our life and set up these things that are coming next for us.
Facts.
And that's exactly what you're doing. You got your connections, you get people hitting you up saying this is awesome. Bro, fucking go for it then. What's the hurt in it? You're not hurting anybody.
I already talked to Cam and go.
You just got to go for the things that you think are going to impact other people and be positive and provide growth.
100%. Like, how hard is it for you to respond back? Like, bro, that was dope. Or, bro, hey, I listened to your podcast. I didn't really like this. What did you mean by that? Like, all right, listen. Okay, like.
Yeah. What is the problem with that? Like, what is the problem? I want it. That's exactly the point. We want that kind of conversation. Like, even if you are a hater and you want to leave, like, yo, I don't agree with this shit you said in the comment. You're a fucking idiot. I'd rather you say that than nothing at all. Because let's start a conversation. Let's collaborate a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not trying to be like weird about it. Like, I just want to bring light to people. Like, light to people's stories. Like, isn't it dope to hear Division I lifestyles? Like, isn't it dope to hear how they got there? Like, I think that's really cool. And it's dope to see Michael Jordan's talk about it, but is Mike? Mike is already there. It's like, what about a person who's like not there yet? Like Cam, I was talking to Cam about it. Like Cam has a couple kids that got drafted, and I was like, Cam, like, see if you could get some of your teammates to come on the podcast. Like that would be dope to hear their point of view of Syracuse, like how they felt. Like that's just great content for people to watch and for me to be part of.
Totally. You're bringing it to fruition, and that's what it is about. It's about being relatable, and like kids our age that are coming up, looking at these people that already made it doesn't help. It's not helping me. It's not helping us. You know what I mean?
It's not.
We can hear their stories about how they got there and stuff like that. But like, it's also very different coming from somebody that's already made it, but somebody that's experiencing it like we are firsthand. There's like a lot of different emotions and stories that come with it that people wouldn't hear otherwise.
It's hard to run out of content because the minute we're done talking about this, if I come back on the show, which I probably 100% will.
Oh, of course. We'll have you back on.
Not going to be about what is our story. Now we're going to be talking about some real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much content to talk about. So many stories to talk about. You get what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
You never really lose sight on that. Like we could talk about what's going on right now and what we think of it. And, you know, it's all about positivity. What can you grow from it? Like exactly. I basically got released this year for baseball because it was a difficult situation. Like, you know, I left. I was done. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, I'm done playing baseball.
You're done playing baseball?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. What the fuck? I didn't know this.
Yeah. So what happened was, you know, I ended up this year, it was just like, I wouldn't be able to play on the field. Like on November, I had another heart attack and I fell down 10 flights of stairs and broke my nose and destroyed my face. So in that moment in time, like I had just like kind of like made my mark on the team. I kind of was fighting for a starting spot, almost won it. And I had this heart attack and I can't blame coach for feeling like, damn, like this kid, like, you know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Yeah. I don't want to have him drop dead on the fucking field.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
choice as a coach.
Like I understand his point of view. And that's, you know, I got better. You know, I was away from the team for a little bit. So that kind of like, it was tough because they were doing a lot of team building stuff and I couldn't really be part of it. And then I recovered. I came back. You know, I was fighting for a spot again. Like I hurt my hamstring and I couldn't play a game. And the season gets canceled. So honestly, I had a conversation with my coach and it didn't go as good as I wanted him. Like I respect him. I think he's a great coach personally. I think he's going to take the team to another level. The assistant coach, oh man, I love you. Newton, love you. Shout out to Newton. But as a head coach, it's a difficult situation because you're not going to be a fan favorite. It's just how it works, you know. And I know it's a business. It is a business. So I told him, like, he made it loud and clear. I was like, all right, like, he was keeping my scholarship. He was like, kind of had to try out. I was like, okay, I'll do that. But then it was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like kind of like, I felt the vibe. And I was like, you know what? Like, I can't go a place where I'm not wanted. And I felt like I wasn't wanted. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe God's protecting me from something, and so I stepped away from the
Yeah.
game. And so now I'm kind of like retired baseball player now.
You got to fill your time with something.
Fill my time with something.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it is, man.
But I'm happy.
I can't believe that, dog. I didn't even know that, man.
It was tough. I cried. I cried like a baby.
Definitely tough, man.
I cried, but you know what?
It's for the better, though.
You know what? Like, it was for the better because, God forbid, I dropped dead on the field. After that second one, like, that soon?
Yo, and not only that, bro.
Damn.
Not only that. Let's be real. Like after everything that's happened, like, were you really gonna go pro?
That's what I'm saying. Was I?
Were you really gonna go pro?
No way.
Now you can take all this energy, this passion, and stuff like that you had for the game and all it, and put it into other endeavors that is gonna just make you grow even further.
It's a blessing in disguise.
It is. Because sometimes I even think the same thing. I feel like I invest so much time into baseball and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, I love it. I do it because I'm passionate about it and I love it for the game. But at the same time, it's like I have all these ideas and I have all these passions that I want to do elsewhere. But I still want to play baseball. And it's like that fine line you got to say, like, all right, when is enough time for the things that I'm just enjoying because I like doing them, and when is it going to come to the things that I enjoy that's going to make me grow and become better. And bro, that's exactly what this podcast is allowing me to do. It's like just another step forward, and same thing for you. It's adding things onto your plate that will make you go forward. So like, as I guess as we're coming to an end, I just wanted to ask you two other things. You were talking about religion before, man.
Yes.
We can get into religion. Would you like to?
Of course.
Because like it's been.
That's debatable.
Well, yeah, it's been like you've had like such a strong like faith over the course of your life and stuff like that. Where did it really start, and how can I say has God presented himself in your life over the years outside of like obviously the experience you have in the heart attack and everything like that?
I mean, Dominican Republic is really known for its faith. Like we were really big believers in God, either Catholic or Christian. I'm a Catholic. I'm just one of those people that I believe in God. I pray every night. I have my own prayer that I pray every night in college with my mom, whatever. Every night I can't go to bed without praying. So just to thank him and like thank for the day, because no matter what he throws at you, like if you realize like you get double it back. Like if you live through it and you accept the pain, it's like you get rewarded for that. You get what I'm saying? It's like you need to believe in something. You need to like it keeps you like hot. It keeps you full inside. It keeps you full. It keeps you believing. It keeps you pushing. Like knowing that like there's a you know what I mean, like God's out there, like that he believes in me. And since I was little, like my mom's always taught me that. So it's like a big believer, and like God is someone important to my life. So what I do is though, like even though I pray and stuff like that, I just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Like I do the actions that lead to the prayer that is good. Like I'm not the type that's a hypocrite and like you need to be a Catholic. You need to like no.
You need to be a good person first.
We need to be a good person. Like I need to be a good person. I'm not I'm not perfect. So if I'm not perfect, how can I tell you to change? If you hit me up and give me my opinion, I could talk to you and we could sit down and like talk. But if you don't need my opinion, why am I providing that to you? If you don't need it, like you get what I'm saying? Like I'm me.
Exactly.
I'm the way I am. I believe in God, and I'll tell that to anybody. God is up there, and for me at least, you know. And that's just how I feel. And since I was little, it's something I was taught.
So you bring that like that same passion into just like everything you do. Like,
everything I do.
But it's your philosophy. Like you got to put in the work, and then God will answer your prayer. Basically.
100%. I can't.
That's how
go,
it is, man.
I can't go be a douchebag to to a little kid and be like, God, please let me make it to the league. Like that just doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, like religion hasn't been that crazy important in my life, but I'm starting to inch my way closer to having like that sort of grounded faith too. And
It is. It never hurt. It can never
yeah,
hurt.
it can never hurt, exactly. And not only that, it's I'm starting to realize it more and more because I am starting to get blessed with more things with the more that I put into life and the more I try to grow and to invest into other people, mind you, like investing in my relationships and trying to have other people come up with me. It's the same thing I've been seeing. The more that I put into life, I feel that I'm starting to get more back, and it's a nice feeling.
Of course, brother. Of course, and it's like that's your decision. You know what I mean? No one can make the decision for you, and you could be guided if you have any questions, but it has to be a decision you make for yourself. Like, getting that time to just, it doesn't even mean you have to be at church every day. It just means that like you believe in it. Like you just want to change for your life. Like you want to cleanse, and it's just huge. It's just huge. Listen, I'm a sinner. I make mistakes.
We
Again,
all are, man. We all have our mistakes.
but I just make sure that like my mistakes are minimal. You know what I mean? I keep it to a minimal.
And you got to forgive the mistakes that you do make because at the end of the day, we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
We're not perfect. We're not perfect. There's so many temptations out there. And,
we're always a work in progress, man.
We always are. Always are. And yeah, so
yeah,
for sure, brother.
Yeah, yo, it's been amazing having you on, bro.
Steve-O, my brother, I love you. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate you guys. Go check out my podcast. Definitely have Steve on there soon.
Go check out his podcast name is The Final Two. You can go watch it on.
You'll see on the description. He'll put it on the description, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the description. Don't worry. It's gonna be on YouTube. The Final. We got Oliver Tavares. It's been a pleasure, my brother.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Go follow the IG. Go spread some love.
Exactly.
Like if you want to make your own podcast, go make your own podcast. Whatever y'all want to do, just do it.
Yo, the thing, exactly, bro. Whatever it is you want to do, if you want to grow, you just got to start doing things. You got to start evolving the things that you do. You got to start evolving your mind, man. Because the only way for you to see change in your life is to change yourself. And, bro, that's exactly what we're trying to do, bro.
Boom. Boom, boom.
Boom. See ya.